Hi, I'm John Paulraj, and on this particular video, we are continuing to solve paper 1, time zone 1 from May 2025 IB Math AI HL paper. This is for the HL only. We've been doing this series, and if you've missed out on any of those earlier videos, please go and check them out. I'll put them link them in the description. But for now, let's roll the intro. So here we are. This is the question number 4, and a manufacturer designs hats that businesses can order. For an order of 15 hats or fewer, the price per hat is €P. For larger orders, the price of each hat after the first 15 ordered is reduced by €5. Understand the situation very, very clearly. Basically, they're saying that for the first 15 hats or fewer, if you're ordering 5, 10, even 15, all right, the price is €P per hat. And anything more than that, anything more than 15, the 16th hat, then the 16th hat alone is reduced by €5. That's the situation. And what they're saying is CN represents the total cost of purchasing N hats. N is the number of hats from the manufacturer. Write down an expression in terms of P, the price of a hat, right, for the total number of ordering 15 hats. Now that's simple, because for 15 hats it's going to remain, per hat is P, which means, let me write down the entire phrase. C15 is going to be equal to just 15P, okay, because there are 15 hats and the price per hat is €P. So let's just write down euros also here, okay? Euros as units, okay? Good habit to mention all the units. All right, part B, what are they asking? Write down an equation for CN in terms of P and N for the total cost of ordering N hats where N is greater than 15. Now remember what we said earlier. For 15 hats is 15P, anything more than 15. How do you express anything more than 15 out of the N? Suppose N is 16, then how do you express, something more than that? Well, if N is the total number of hats, okay, then N minus 15. My pen is not behaving today. N minus 15 is going to give us the number of hats that's more than 15. So let's say you order 20, all right? I'm just going to put that here, okay, just to explain that expression, because, AA students would probably nail it. I'm not saying that AI students will not nail it, okay? Just explain the algebra, okay? 20 hats. Suppose you order 20 hats, and let's say that is my N. Then N minus 15, that expression would simply be 20 minus 15, and that makes sense, right? You've got 5 hats more than the 15. For every hat, the first 15 hats, it's going at the rate of 15P, and anything more than 15. So we need that expression because they're asking us. It's an algebraic kind of response because they're asking us write an equation for CN in terms of P and N. So in terms of P and N, we need to be able to express what are those extra hats, beyond 15. And then they said that for those hats, the price is reduced by 5. The price per hat is P. Reducing by 5 is simply P minus 5, right? So this price is only for those hats. If you had to write down CN, the cost of, what are they asking? What is the word they use? The total cost for ordering N hats, N greater than 15. Remember, the first 15 hats, there's no discount. That's just 15P. So how do we write that expression? Let me use the same color, CN. This 15P represents the first 15 hats. Now anything more than 15, that's the expression we have, N minus 15, which we just came up with. That number, N minus 15, represents the number of hats more than 15. That's going to be charged P minus 5 per hat. Okay, so P minus 5, because they have reduced for anything more than the 15th hat, the 16th hat will be €5 less than P euros. So when we simplify this, we are going to get 15P plus NP minus 5N minus 15P plus a 75. 15 times 5, you can check it on the calculator, but that's okay. So this 15P and this negative 15P should be out, and it further simplifies. Anything else can be simplified. You're going to get NP minus 5N plus a 75. That's the equation. For CN. I think that's what they've asked us. Write down an equation for CN in terms of P and Q. In terms of P and N, P and N, we got that. for the total cost. We got that. Now, next part. A company decides to order 100 hats. A company decides to order 100 hats. The mean price per hat for this order is 25.73 euros. Calculate the exact total cost of the order. Okay, the mean is given, so 100 times that mean should give us the total cost of the order. Is there space here? No, I don't know what's going on with the space. So remember the tip that I gave you in the earlier parts. Okay, make sure that you write it in a separate paper. Ask for a separate paper and mention the correct question number there. So I'm just going to write this as, this is 4C, am I right? Okay, so 4C, and use a phrase in the question. Okay, exact total cost for 100 hats. Exact total cost for 100 hats. And that is basically the mean price, which is 25.73 times the 100. And you don't need your calculator for this. 73 euros. Okay, make sure that you mention the units. That's equally important. Euros. Is this clear? All right, there you go. Okay, much clearer now. There's a C part 1, I believe, so I didn't put that there. Okay, C part 1. What's the next part? Part 2. It says, hence determine the value of P corrected 2 decimal places. Hence, every time you see that word hence, okay, I'm going to explain this thing, okay, every time you see the word hence in an IB question paper, it literally means use the results from above. Use the results that you got from the earlier parts. Hence, that's how you have to interpret hence in the IB question papers, okay? Hence determine the value of P correct to 2 decimal places. Now, what do we have earlier? We've got Cn. We've got the expression for Cn from part B, and we've got the cost of 100 hats from C part 1. Let's just equate the two, okay? So this means C part 2 is C of 100 is 2573, and from B, what do we have? From the B part, we have Cn is that, right? So we can use that. So I can write on C of n is basically np minus 5n and plus a 75 plus a 75, and then we can just work it out that way. Just substitute and show your substitution. All right, show every substitution. So you've got C of 100 must be equal to 100p minus 5 times 100 is just 500 plus a 75, and this value we just calculated, that is 2573 equals 100p minus 500 plus 75 should just be 425. You can work it out on your own, or you can use your calculator. You are an AI. I would say don't waste your time. You can just simply jump to the calculator. I'm going to do that so that you can even see some calculator functionalities like problems in pages, which you mentioned in the last question, in the last part that we solved. There you go, that final solver is still there. So you just hit escape to come out of that. This is question number 3. I'm going to add insert a new problem for each question, and we're going to add the calculator page. And what do we have here? I'm going to have 100p equals a 2573 plus a 425. So just let me add that 2573 plus a 425. 25. Did I write 1? This can happen, okay? It happens to everyone. 2998. 2998. So I'm just going to come back to my screen here. So I'm going to get 2573 plus a 425 is my 100p, okay, and that's what we worked out. I'm going to rewrite that, okay. This is the reason, problems in pages, as I said, when you enter on the calculator, you can make an error. So to be able to check your calculations, I think it's the best way to, have those problems in pages, organizing all your calculations. So what do I have? I have 100p, just rewriting in the other way around, 2998, and that means just P is 29.98 euros. Okay, I hope this is clear. So that's all the time that we have for this particular video. If you found anything useful, please don't forget to like and share this video with your friends and subscribe to my channel. If you visit my channel, you'll find several other videos there. Do check them out. And if you have any questions or any concept, a topic that you want explained, to mention that in the comments and I'll make a video for you. See you in the next one.